Yo, so in this video I'm going to show you how to use one of these. This is a turning pill. I'm going to teach you how to use this like a pro, how to spin the pizza, how to, like, you know, stop yourself from ripping it, how to get that perfect bake every single time. So let's do it. So I've got to make a couple of pizzas for my kids for their dinner tonight. So I'm going to get some dough and I'm going to get some pizza out. Right, I've done a video on how to use, like, I think I've done a video on how to use one of these. If I haven't, I'll check it out and I'll do it. But anyway, gonna get dough ball out of the tray, right? Gonna just scoop it out, get underneath it, up it comes, upside down. Gonna stretch this out, okay? As always, these are 270 gram dough balls. They will make a full 12-inch pizza. If you are using the likes of a slightly smaller oven, like a Rock Box, a Gozney Tread, or a Gozney Arc Light, you might want to go with a little smaller dough ball, about 250 grams maybe. Right, there we go, we're about 10 inches. So my kids just want a cheese and pepperoni pizza, so I'm just going to lay down a little bit of pecorino to begin with. Don't knock it, it's actually a really banging pizza. So, right, little bit of cheese, decent amount actually on there, and then we're going to get our pepperoni. It's a great pizza actually, this one. All the little oil and stuff from the pepperoni leaks down into the cheese and it's beautiful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cook this one. I'm going to cook it in real time, normal time, kind of explaining what I'm doing as I'm doing it. It's going to take probably about 80 to 90 seconds. Then I'll do another one and I'll do a little bit of slow-mo and I'll talk over that as well. So that pizza is assembled. Oven is running at like 500 degrees. When it comes to launching pill, we'll do a video all about this as well, so don't worry. But I'm going to get underneath it, get it onto the pill. I believe I've already done a video about all this. I can't remember. This one's all going to be teaching you about the turning pill. I'm going to show you a couple of methods that I teach people on how to use it and how to get the best out of it. So let's get this one into the oven. I'll show you the launch. Oven is hot, pizza's on the pill, straight in towards the back and down and out. Right, now, turning pill. Okay, so we've got about 90 seconds now. We're running at 490 odd degrees. This is a Neapolitan style bake. I like to get my peel in there. First things first, you need to make sure this is clean and dry, okay? Like, no oil spots on it, no crud on the end of it or anything like that. Because you can see this pizza is starting to rise already. I'm gonna get in there. Now, a few things you can do. If your pizza is not cooking, so what I'm going to do, look, I'm going to just get underneath it and just check. We're getting a really nice colour on it, so I don't need to block it. Now, if it wasn't cooking on the underside, I'd block the top to allow it to sit there for longer before I can get in there for my first turn. Now, what I'm doing is I'm just slowly edging towards the back of the pizza, and I'm just going to tilt underneath it and turn it, okay? Full rotation. Have a look at the base there. I almost ripped it there, if you saw that. I almost went for it. Now it's browning very quick. We've got a lot of heat inside this oven, so I'm just going to turn the flame down just a sec. Going to just have another look. We're cooking nice. Going to get back underneath it. I'm going to tilt one side down and pull it towards me. Back in exactly the same spot. Now I can explain this a lot better when I'm filming in slow-mo, and I'll slow it down and break it down into nice little manageable chunks. Now, just another little spin. Now I can see I've got a really nice cook on the underside. Have a look at that there. And the top, I want to colour the top just a little bit more, but I don't want to colour the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it up, tilt one side down, I'm going to pull towards me, tilt one side down, pull towards me. And the pizza just spins and pivots on that point in the oven. Okay? And we're done. Have a look at that. That's banging, right? Have a look at that. See that? A little bit too much over there. Now the oven is running very hot, but let me show you how to spin this outside of the oven. Right, so imagine this is your oven here, okay? Right, this is your oven just here on this deck here, okay? And this is the edge of the oven, this is the edge of the mantle, okay? So what you're gonna do, you wanna get your peel underneath it, okay? You wanna start to break that seal, right? You just lift up a little edge like that, just have a little look, okay? And you're looking at it. Once you've got that cooked enough, and I'm gonna explain this in the slow-mo, you're going to get underneath it, okay, and you're going to tilt one edge down and you just pull towards you and bring it back in. Try and keep your peel over to one side. Some people like to spin to the left, some people like to spin to the right, okay? So what we're doing, pretend this is the oven, this is the edge of the mantle. You're going to get in there and you're going to break that seal. You're going to tilt one side down, right? Tilt one side down, pull towards you and pull it back in. Tilt one side down, it's going to grip on the stone a lot more than this stainless. You pull towards you and you push back in. Okay, tilt one side, just pull towards you. So it is this method here. All I'm doing is tilting this, and I'm going like this, okay? Tilt, like that. And when you get good, I'm doing this one-handed, you can just spin it in situ in the oven, checking the underside each time. So it's tilt, pull towards you, push back in. Okay, and that's it. So let's put that one in a box. That one's going to be for a reheat for my kid later. Banging looking pizza. And let's get another dough ball out and show you the next one. They both want exactly the same pizza. So this one, I'm going to film it in a little bit of slow-mo, okay? Now, a few things that I'm thinking about when I'm using that peel, okay? A lot of people say, oh, are you just heating the peel up when I put it in there? Now, like I said in that first video, I'm not just heating it up. I'm sort of, it's that first little like bit where I'm slightly blocking it from the flame and just stopping it from maybe like I said, it needs to sit on that deck a little bit longer to cook the base enough. Because if you go in too early, basically, and this is where you can come into problems and you can rip the pizza. If you go in with that peel too early and your base isn't set because your stone is maybe a little bit too cold, what's going to happen? Or your dough's quite cold, stuff like that, and it just takes that little bit extra time to just cook that base of that pizza before you go in. You're more likely to rip it. Now, if for example you get a little dome, like a little bubble of doom, I call it, like on a pizza that's lightly topped, like a pizza marinara that doesn't have the cheese to sort of weigh it down, then you're more likely to put a hole and rip that pizza as well. So you need to just, like, you can use the peel just to let that little bubble, let the little air out and let that bubble drop, so your base contacts the stone and cooks enough for you to be able to get in there for that turn. So let's swipe away the excess. Let's go again. Open it up. We're going to get our cheese on there. We're going to get our mozzarella cheese. Nice amount of that on there. And we're going to get decent splattering of our pepperoni. Someone said to me in the comments the other day, they were like, you shouldn't feed your kids pepperoni, it's carcinogenic. Well, this one isn't too bad. This is from a company called Properoni. It has no sulfates, it has no nitrates, it is just a couple of ingredients, and everything in moderation, people. It's absolutely fine. They're not eating this all the time. Maybe once a week they'll have this pizza, which is absolutely fine. So, pizza on the peel, straight on there. Okay, you're going to stretch it out to the limits, and let's go into the oven, and I'll do this in a little bit of slow-mo. So let's do it. Okay, so here we go, launching the pizza. Check this out, one swift movement, in it goes. Little spin of the peel. At this point, I'm just gonna show you what the pizza looks like, flame licking across the top of it. Just waiting for it. I mean, this is like a few seconds in, so you're talking about 20 seconds into the bake. So here I am getting the peel, just sort of offering it up, just guarding, just heating the peel up ever so slightly, just giving it a little second to make sure that pizza is just going to be cooking. So I've sapped a bit of heat at that stone with the first pizza, so I'm just making sure I'm at a good level. And if you have a look here, I'm just edging the peel underneath and just having a little look, and you can see it's already started to cook already. This point, that would be okay to go in there and give it its first turn, but I'm just going to block it just to let it sit on that stone a little bit longer, just so I can get in there and make sure that I'm ready to turn it. So you have a look here from another angle, and what I'm doing by blocking that flame is stopping from the top from overcooking before the bottom cooks, you see, so you can set that bottom, so you can set that base, so you know that you can get in there and you can give it a turn and it's not going to rip. Because like if you go in too early, you're just going to rip that base because it hasn't cooked enough, basically. So you just need to check. So here I go again, just having a little peekaboo underneath. See, it's still cooking nice. This is super slow motion. This was like just a few seconds. You have a look there. Now I'm lifting it up and I'm doing that spin, and I'm going to give it a 180 spin all the way around, 180, and I put it back in exactly the same spot. Keeping it in exactly the same spot every time will give you a nice uniform bake on the underside. Another little check the other side. With every spin, I check the base, basically. Now I'm just going to leave it alone for a little bit longer. Get back in there, edge underneath it. lifting it up, pivoting on that point, just letting that right hand side just touch. Another little look at the underside. And all the time when I'm thinking about this, I'm looking at like the rising in the dough. I'm seeing if there's any more moisture that needs to be baked out. And here, you know, we've just picked it up again, just giving it another little check. That was another little quarter turn. I'm waiting to make sure the moisture's cooked out the dough. At this point, I know that's happening, so now I'm just picking it up, and this is where I just spin it. The base is cooked, I'm happy with the underside. Now I just need to finish it off. This is called doming, so I'm just presenting it up to the flame and up to the hot area, right into the top of the dome, and I'm just spinning it round. You see what I'm doing? It's just that drop the right hand side down, let it touch, pull towards me, and just push back in. And I'm trying to keep my peel kind of over towards the left hand side so I can just get that nice little pivot, and I'm just pivoting it on the mantle at the back of the oven, and I'm just spinning it. At this point, what I'll be doing at this point is just checking, spinning it around, making sure I've just got a nice even bake all the way around. And like I said, you can just practice this on the side, like just practice. And here we go, that pizza, I reckon that is baked. So we're going to bring it out of the oven. So that's it. I was spinning it all the way around, that last little check, you know, I'm spinning it on the mantle, I'm just tilting it, spinning it like that, and that's it, that one's done. If you have a look at this one, there you go, look at that one, nice cooked base on the underside of that pizza. Right, let's get it in a box. Looks great, doesn't it? Look at that. Look, nice colour all the way around, nice even colour, nice even bake. Right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed that one. That was like how to use pizza peel, like turning peel, like an absolute pro. You know, a few little things that you can do when you're at home. If you want to absolutely boss this, and you sort of like, you know, you got people coming over, you want to make sure you look good doing it, and you want to make sure that you're not ripping any pizzas or anything like that. Practice. Like, just get something that's round. Get like a couple of tortilla wraps or something like that. And whilst your pizza oven is off, whilst it's cold, practice at home. Okay, like, just, you may look like a bit of an idiot or something like that, but you know, just a few minutes practicing with something like a round disc, anything like that. Even like, you know, a pizza box, you put a pizza box down, you could just practice spinning something, anything, like just a, you know, get a bit of cardboard, cut it into a disc, cut it into a 12-inch disc, practice, put it in your oven while it's cold, and you will perfect this in no time at all, and you'll be making banging pizza without ripping it and looking like an absolute pro. So hope that helped. If you enjoy it, make sure you check out my other videos on like how to pizza like a pro, and give it a subscribe, and I'll see you later.